Encores kicks off its season with the cult Sondheim musical Merrily, We Roll Along, starring Lin-Manuel Miranda, Celia Keenan-Bolger, and Colin Donnell. We're here at New York City Center to get a glimpse of the show and chat with the show's stars.
Merrily, We Roll Along it's a fantastic show about a trio of friends, and we trace them unusually backwards in time from the moment where they have achieved what they thought were their dreams that were, really not what they would hope for. And we track them backwards in time until we see them at the beginning of their lives when they're full of hope and full of energy and vitality.
It's kind of the realization that people that you invest in and people that you love so much and people that you decide to involve in your lives, and eventually they will at some point disappoint you in small ways, in huge ways. How you cope with that and how you don't cope with that, and friendships and love, and it's many things.
Here's the point, whatever happens, then we'll all go have a drink. That's the guy, I love the fella who's inside. Mutter, 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 quick, Jerome, get the president. There's a crazy man on my TV screen. Inside.
Now forget it, don't fall apart at the seams. It's called letting go your illusions. And don't confuse them with dreams if they're going slow. Don't regret it and don't let's go to extremes. It's called what's your choice? It's called count to 10. It's called burn your bridges, start again. You should burn them every now and then or you'll never grow.
It only lasted, I think, about 16 performances in its original Broadway run. I think we're doing about that many, and we're doing it on 12 days rehearsal. And but we're doing it with a top-flight cast and director.
Can you tell us about what this Encores experience has been like? It's kind of crazy, right?
It's a bit crazy. Luckily, I knew what to expect coming in because I was here about 5 years ago doing a show, but we have 12 days to put up an entire show, and it's a little bit like jumping on a hamster wheel. You just kind of gotta do it and hope for the best.
Merrily hasn't been seen in New York with this size of an orchestra or this size of a cast since the original. So basically, I think what Encores can bring to this is presenting the show again on a larger scale. The result being, I think the show will never have sounded better. It's just going to sound spectacular.
One up braids you for your faults and fancies.
One persuades you
that the other one's wrong.
Most friends fade or they don't make the grade. New ones are quickly made perfect as long as they're new. But us old friends, what's to discuss, old friend? As long as they're done, we'll worry about it on Sunday. We're opening doors, singing, here we are. We're filling up days on a dime. At faraway shores, looking not too far. We're following every star. There's not enough time.
Why do you think Merrily has such a cult following?
I think, it's a Sondheim score with amazing songs, so there's, of course, that. But I think it's something that everyone can relate to, whether or not you're, because a lot of these characters are artists of some sort. So, of course, that especially appeals to artists, but I don't think you have to be an artist for the story to make sense to you.
I think stories about friendship, I think for me, that definitely was what initially drew me to it, and sort of getting to play this part at the time in my life, where I am right now. The idea of sort of falling in love with a group of friends, and then what the experience is to grow up together, and the ways that you grow together and the ways that you grow apart is just that resonates, I think, on so many levels.
Some angry moments, of course, but just a few, and only moments, no more, because we knew we had this good thing going. And if I wanted too much, was that such a mistake? look at the time. It's our time, breathe it in. Worlds to change and worlds to win. Our turn coming through. Me and you, pal, me and you.
I think part of it is the score. I think it's one of Sondheim's most beautiful scores. It's every song just seems to be better than the last every time I've gone through.
The score's ingenious in how it's crafted. So, the first, the songs you're hearing at the beginning are reprises in a way, and you hear the building blocks of those numbers as we move backwards through time. And that's incredibly difficult to write, and it's ingeniously pulled off.
People have a real affinity for the show and like a real specific view of what the show should be, and yeah, all I can say is it's going to be a new version. I mean, it's really not something that I think people have, necessarily seen. There's little bits of this and bits of that, and I think hopefully the best of, all possible worlds.
Genuine walk-away blockbuster runs out to Broadway, but full of sensational box office.